Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, walking in the light of divine purpose. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, have you ever felt like your presence alone stirs discomfort in others? Without saying a word, your energy, a pure, undeniable force fueled by faith, integrity, and purpose, seems to disrupt the fragile balance of superficial power and control around you. This is not a coincidence. Those who walk in alignment with God carry a light so bright that it exposes the shadows in others' hearts, causing unease, fear, and even resistance. You may not seek to challenge others, yet your authenticity and courage naturally confront the systems of manipulation, fear, and insecurity that dominate much of the world. Why does this happen? Because the chosen ones of God embody a strength that is unshakable, a truth that cannot be silenced, and a freedom that refuses to be contained. But this calling is not without its trials. How do you navigate a world that is unsettled by your light? How do you remain steadfast in your faith, even when faced with rejection, criticism, or isolation? Stay with me, beloved chosen ones, as we explore the power of your calling, the strength within you, and the profound impact your life can have on others. This journey will remind you of who you are and inspire you to shine brighter than ever. Essay title: The Chosen Ones, Walking in the Light of Divine Purpose. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift? Not because of anything you said or did, but simply because of your presence. This is the experience of those who are chosen by God. Your presence, even in silence, carries a force that disrupts the status quo and unsettles those who cling to power, manipulation, and insecurity. This is not a reflection of arrogance or confrontation, but of the undeniable energy that comes from walking in alignment with divine purpose. Imagine Joseph, a young man with dreams so vivid they foretold a future far beyond his current reality. His brothers hated him, not for his actions, but for what he represented, a divine favor that they could not control. From the moment Joseph shared his dreams, he became a source of disruption. His mere existence was a challenge to the fragile dynamics of his family, exposing their jealousy and fear. Beloved chosen ones, your life may feel like Joseph's. Without intending to, your light reveals the cracks in the systems and relationships around you. Like a lighthouse in the middle of a storm, your presence illuminates the path ahead, but also exposes the turbulent waves. Have you noticed how some people grow uneasy or defensive around you? This is because your authenticity and purpose challenge their illusions of power and control. Your presence, beloved chosen ones, acts like a mirror. It reflects the truth in others, their insecurities, their struggles, their masks. Just as Jesus walked among the Pharisees and disrupted their carefully constructed systems of control, your life disrupts the false narratives that many hold dear. Jesus didn't need to point fingers or accuse. His presence alone caused discomfort in those who thrived on manipulation and pretense. His authenticity was a silent confrontation, a light so pure that it revealed what others tried to keep hidden. Beloved chosen ones, do you find that your commitment to truth and integrity sometimes isolates you? This is the weight of the calling you carry. Your presence, filled with faith and purpose, will always challenge the systems of the world. But take heart. This discomfort is not your burden to bear. It is a sign that you are walking in alignment with God's plan. Type, I will embrace my calling, if you are ready to step boldly into the light, even when it disrupts those around you. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, let us pause and reflect on the power of silence. There is a misconception that disruption requires noise, that to challenge systems of control, you must speak loudly and act boldly. But the greatest disruptions often happen in silence. Think of Jesus standing before Pilate, accused and mocked, yet choosing not to defend himself. His silence was not weakness. It was power. It was a declaration that his purpose was not tied to the opinions of men but to the will of God. Your silence, beloved chosen ones, carries the same power. It speaks of confidence, discipline, and an unshakable trust in God's plan. When others attack, criticize, or misunderstand you, your silence becomes a shield, reflecting their own insecurities back at them. Can you embrace the strength of silence, trusting that God will fight your battles? Declare today, I will find strength in silence, for I trust in God's plan. Beloved chosen ones, let us take a moment to reflect. Have you experienced moments where your presence disrupted the status quo without you even trying? How can you use silence as a tool for strength and purpose? Say this prayer with me. Lord, help me to embrace the quiet power of your light within me. Let my presence reflect your truth, even when it disrupts those around me. Teach me to trust in the strength of silence, knowing that you are always with me. Type Amen if you are ready to embrace the silent power of your calling. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your presence is both a burden and a blessing. It is a burden because it will unsettle those who live in fear and control, drawing criticism, rejection, or misunderstanding. But it is also a blessing, for it is proof that you are walking in alignment with God's purpose. Imagine a wildfire sweeping through a forest. At first glance, it seems destructive, but in truth, it clears the way for new growth, for seeds that have lain dormant to finally take root. Your presence, beloved chosen ones, is like that wildfire. It may disrupt, but it also makes space for transformation, for truth to take hold, and for growth to begin. Beloved chosen ones, take heart. You are not called to fit into the world's systems. You are called to transform them. Like Joseph, like Jesus, your life will challenge the status quo, but it will also inspire change, awaken truth, and reveal the power of God's light. Declare today, I am chosen to disrupt the darkness with God's light. Let your life be a testimony to the quiet power of faith, integrity, and purpose. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your presence is a gift, a divine force that challenges the systems of control and manipulation in the world. Though it may feel isolating or burdensome at times, remember that this is the mark of the chosen. Your light, even in silence, carries the power to transform lives and illuminate the path to truth. Stay with me, for in the next part, we will explore how your light reveals the truth and inspires others to confront the shadows in their own lives. Together, we will uncover the strength of the chosen to stand firm, even when the world feels unsettled by their presence. Are you ready to continue this journey? Let us rise, beloved chosen ones, and walk boldly into the light. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your presence does more than disrupt. It reveals. Like a lantern brought into a dark room, your light exposes the hidden corners where shadows once thrived. This is the nature of truth. It cannot coexist with deception. Have you ever found that simply living authentically, with faith and integrity, brings out unexpected reactions in others? This is not a coincidence. The truth you carry has a way of making what is hidden come to light. Think of Jesus walking among the Pharisees. He didn't need to accuse or condemn them openly. His life, his teachings, and his unwavering connection to the Father were enough to reveal their hypocrisy. His truth was like a mirror, reflecting their insecurities and revealing the cracks in their carefully constructed facades. Beloved chosen ones, you carry that same mirror. Your integrity, your commitment to truth, and your faithfulness to God create a reflection that others cannot avoid. This reflection is not meant to shame or harm, but to awaken. It is a call for those living in deception to step into the light and embrace transformation. Have you noticed how your presence sometimes makes people defensive or uneasy? This is the power of the truth you embody. It is not you they resist, but the light of God shining through you, exposing what they would rather keep hidden. Type, I will let my light reveal truth, if you are ready to embrace this part of your calling. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, standing in truth requires courage. The world thrives on manipulation and half-truths, and those who walk in truth often face resistance. But consider Joseph, whose dreams of greatness stirred envy and hatred among his brothers. Their betrayal was not just an act of cruelty. It was an attempt to silence the truth he carried. Yet, even in the pit, Joseph's truth could not be extinguished. His journey, from the depths of betrayal to the heights of leadership in Egypt, was a testament to the power of truth to prevail. Like Joseph, you may face opposition, but remember, the truth you carry is not yours alone. It is a revelation of God's purpose, and no amount of resistance can erase it. Beloved chosen ones, when the world tries to silence you, will you stand firm in the truth God has placed within you? Declare today, I will stand boldly in God's truth. Your truth, beloved chosen ones, is not a weapon but a light. It reveals not to destroy but to heal. Think of the Samaritan woman at the well. When Jesus spoke to her, he revealed her past, not to shame her, but to lead her to transformation. His truth awakened her spirit, and her testimony brought her entire village to the light. You too carry a truth that can heal. Your words, your actions, and your presence are invitations for others to step out of the shadows and into God's grace. Who in your life needs to see this light today? Type, I will use my truth to heal, if you are ready to let your light be a source of transformation for others. Beloved chosen ones, let us pause and reflect. Who in your life is being challenged or awakened by your presence? How can you share your truth with love and grace, inviting others to experience God's healing? Say this prayer with me. Lord, let my life be a reflection of your truth. Help me to reveal not with judgment but with love, guiding others toward your light and healing. Strengthen me to stand firm in the truth, even when it is met with resistance. Type Amen if you are ready to let your truth reveal and heal. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, the light you carry does not need to forcefully tear away masks. It simply shines, and the masks fall away on their own. This is the power of divine truth. It is self-evident, requiring no defense or argument. Think of David standing before Goliath. His courage and faith exposed the fear and arrogance of the Philistine army. David's truth was his trust in God, and it was this truth that brought victory. Like David, your truth is your strength. It unravels the lies and manipulations of the enemy without you needing to lift a finger. Beloved chosen ones, can you trust that your truth, when rooted in God, is enough? Declare today, I will let God's truth speak through me. Carrying this truth is not always easy. It can feel isolating, as others may resist or misunderstand you. But remember, beloved chosen ones, that the weight of truth is also its glory. It is the evidence of your calling, a sign that you are walking in alignment with God's will. Picture a lighthouse battered by waves. The storms may rage, but the light continues to shine, guiding others to safety. You are that lighthouse. Your truth, though challenged, will endure. Beloved chosen ones, your light is needed now more than ever. The world is filled with shadows, with people searching for hope, for healing, for truth. Let your life be a beacon that draws them to God. Declare today, I will reveal God's truth with love and grace. I will let my light shine boldly, even in the face of resistance. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, the truth you carry is not just a reflection of who you are but of who God is. It is a light that reveals, awakens, and heals. Though it may unsettle those who live in shadows, it is also a beacon of hope, inviting them into God's grace. Stay with me, for in the next part, we will explore the strength within you that sustains your light, even in the face of trials. Together, we will uncover the unshakable power of faith, resilience, and divine connection. Are you ready to embrace the strength of the chosen? Let us rise and continue this journey with courage and purpose. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, have you ever wondered where your resilience comes from? Why, despite the storms you face, you remain unbroken? This is the strength of the chosen, a strength rooted not in worldly power but in faith, integrity, and an unshakable connection to the Creator. Like a mighty oak tree whose roots run deep, you are sustained by a source far greater than anything the world can offer. Your strength is not always visible. It is often quiet, steady, and unwavering. It is the power that enables you to endure trials, resist manipulation, and stand firm in the face of rejection. This strength is your inheritance as one of God's chosen, and it is both a gift and a responsibility. Beloved chosen ones, Let us consider the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Faced with the fiery furnace, they did not flinch or waver. Their strength came not from their physical abilities, but from their faith in God's sovereignty. They declared boldly, "Our God whom we serve is able to deliver us. But even if he does not, we will not serve your gods." This is the essence of the strength within you, a trust so deep that it does not depend on the outcome. It is the freedom to face adversity without fear, knowing that God's plan is greater than your circumstances. Beloved chosen ones, are you drawing from this well of divine strength? Or are you allowing the noise of the world to drown out your connection to God? Declare today, "I will stand firm in God's strength, no matter the fire I face." Your strength, beloved chosen ones, is not the absence of trials, but the ability to endure them. Think of Joseph, whose journey from the pit to the palace was marked by betrayal, false accusations, and imprisonment. Each trial could have broken him, but instead, it refined him, preparing him for his ultimate purpose. Joseph's strength was not in his ability to escape the pit, but in his faithfulness to God throughout the journey. Even in prison, he remained steadfast, trusting that God was with him. Like Joseph, your trials are not meant to destroy you, but to shape you into who you are called to be. Beloved chosen ones, what trials are you facing today? Can you see them not as barriers, but as opportunities for growth and transformation? Type, "I will trust God through my trials," if you are ready to embrace the refining process. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your strength also lies in your freedom from the world's control. Those who seek to manipulate or intimidate you find their efforts ineffective, for your confidence is not rooted in their approval, but in God's truth. Consider David, who stood before Goliath without fear. The Philistine army relied on intimidation, but David's strength came from his trust in God. He refused to wear Saul's armor or fight by the enemy's rules. Instead, he relied on the tools God had given him: a sling and 5 stones. Beloved chosen ones, are you standing in your own strength? Or are you trying to fight battles using the world's methods? Declare today, "I will fight with the strength and tools God has given me." Pause for a moment, beloved chosen ones, and reflect. What challenges are testing your strength today? How can you draw deeper from the well of God's strength within you? Say this prayer with me. Lord, I thank you for the strength you have placed within me. Help me to remain steadfast in trials, free from manipulation, and grounded in your truth. Teach me to trust in your plan, knowing that you are my source of strength. Type Amen if you are ready to rely fully on God's strength. Beloved chosen ones, your strength is not just in enduring trials, but in the freedom to walk away from what no longer aligns with your purpose. Like Jesus, who left towns that rejected him without seeking their approval, you are free to move forward without fear or regret. This freedom is a testament to your strength, for it takes courage to let go of relationships, environments, or systems that seek to control you. Your worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but by the purpose God has placed within you. Beloved chosen ones, is there something you need to release today to walk fully in your calling? Type, "I will walk in freedom," if you are ready to embrace this aspect of your strength. Your strength, beloved chosen ones, is also your shield. It protects you from the arrows of criticism, rejection, and fear. Like Paul and Silas, who sang hymns of praise while imprisoned, your strength is not dependent on external circumstances. It is a reflection of your trust in God's unchanging love and power. Imagine a fortress standing strong against a storm. The winds may howl and the waves may crash, but the fortress remains unshaken. This is the strength God has given you, a fortress of faith that no trial can overcome. Beloved chosen ones, let us declare together, "I will stand firm in the strength God has given me. I will trust in God through every trial and challenge. I will walk in freedom, unshaken by the world's control." Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, the strength within you is not of this world. It is a gift from God, a reflection of His power and love. It is the strength to endure trials, resist manipulation, and walk in freedom. Stay with me, for in the next part, we will explore the freedom and resolve that come from living with clarity of purpose. Together, we will uncover how to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the full potential of your calling. Are you ready to walk boldly in freedom and strength? Let us continue this journey with faith and courage. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, have you ever felt the need to leave behind relationships, environments, or habits that no longer align with the person God is shaping you to be? This is not an act of selfishness, but of divine alignment. The chosen ones are not meant to linger in places that stifle their light. Instead, they are called to walk boldly into freedom, guided by clarity of purpose and the resolve to honor God's plan. Freedom is not just the absence of chains. It is the courage to step away from what no longer serves you. It is the strength to walk forward without regret, trusting that God has something greater waiting for you. Consider Jesus, who often walked away from towns that rejected him. He did not linger, trying to convince them of his worth or his message. Instead, he moved on with resolve, fully aware of his mission. His actions were not a rejection of others, but a reflection of his unwavering commitment to God's purpose. Beloved chosen ones, like Jesus, you are called to live with this kind of resolve. There will be times when staying is not an option, when the relationships, jobs, or environments that once felt comfortable now feel like barriers to your growth. Walking away requires courage, but it is also an act of faith. Are you holding on to something that God is asking you to release? Declare today, I will walk boldly in the freedom God has given me. Beloved chosen ones, part of walking in freedom is recognizing your worth. You are not called to settle for less than what God has prepared for you. Think of the prodigal son who returned to his father after squandering his inheritance. He believed he was no longer worthy, yet his father welcomed him with open arms and a celebration. You too are deeply valued by God. He does not want you to remain in places where your light is dimmed or your worth is questioned. Walking away is not about arrogance, but about honoring the value God has placed on your life. Can you see yourself as God sees you, worthy of love, respect, and purpose? Type, I am worthy of God's best, if you are ready to embrace this truth. Freedom, beloved chosen ones, also comes through clarity of purpose. When you understand what God has called you to do, it becomes easier to discern what is holding you back. Imagine an archer aiming at a target. They cannot hit their mark if they are distracted by the noise around them. You are that archer, beloved chosen ones. Your target is the purpose God has set before you, and your focus is your strength. To live in freedom, you must let go of distractions, even when letting go feels uncomfortable. What distractions are keeping you from hitting your target? Can you trust God to guide your aim as you release what no longer serves you? Declare today, I will focus on God's purpose for my life. Pause for a moment, beloved chosen ones, and reflect. What relationships, habits, or environments are no longer aligned with God's purpose for your life? How can you walk forward with freedom and resolve, trusting that God's plan is greater than your current circumstances? Say this prayer with me. Lord, give me the courage to release what no longer serves your purpose in my life. Help me to walk in the freedom and clarity you have given me, trusting that you are leading me to something greater. I am chosen, and I will honor your plan. Type Amen if you are ready to embrace this freedom. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, freedom is not just about leaving. It is about stepping into something new. Like the Israelites leaving Egypt, the journey to freedom may feel uncertain, but the promise of God's provision is always ahead. Think of Peter, who left his fishing nets behind to follow Jesus. That moment of resolve changed the course of his life and the lives of countless others. Your decision to move forward, to let go of what is comfortable but limiting, is not just for you, it is for the impact you are called to have on the world. Beloved chosen ones, what is God calling you to step into today? Type, I will move forward with resolve, if you are ready to embrace the new path God has prepared for you. Walking in freedom also means releasing the need to explain yourself. Those who do not understand your calling may question your decisions, but their approval is not required. Like Jesus, who left towns without justification, you are free to move forward without looking back. Beloved chosen ones, your purpose is between you and God. Trust that He sees your heart, even when others do not. Say this with me: I will walk in freedom, trusting God's plan over human approval. Freedom and resolve are acts of faith. They require you to trust that God's plan is greater than your fears, your doubts, or the opinions of others. Like Abraham, who left his homeland without knowing where God was leading him, you are called to take bold steps of faith. Declare today, I will release what no longer aligns with God's purpose. I will walk in freedom, trusting that God's plan is greater. I am chosen, and I will honor the value God has placed on my life. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, freedom and resolve are the marks of those who live with clarity of purpose. You are not bound by the world's expectations or limitations. You are called to move boldly into the life God has prepared for you, trusting that every step forward is part of His divine plan. Stay with me, for in the final part, we will explore how your light inspires others and creates a legacy of faith, courage, and transformation. Together, we will uncover the eternal impact of living as the chosen ones of God. Are you ready to let your light shine and lead others to truth? Let us rise and walk boldly into the purpose God has set before us. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your life is more than a personal journey of faith and purpose. It is a beacon, a guiding light for others searching for hope, truth, and meaning. Like a city on a hill that cannot be hidden, your light is meant to inspire, to awaken, and to lead others to God's truth. Your trials, your victories, and your unwavering resolve are not just for you. They are testimonies of God's power and faithfulness. Have you considered how your life, lived boldly and authentically, can spark transformation in others? This is the ultimate calling of the chosen, to let your light shine so brightly that it draws others closer to God. Your light, beloved chosen ones, is a reflection of God's glory. Like Moses, whose face shone after being in God's presence, you carry the evidence of your connection with the Creator. This light is not something you create. It is something you receive and reflect. Think of Paul, whose life, once marked by persecution, became a testimony of grace and redemption. His letters, written from prison, continue to inspire faith and courage in believers worldwide. Like Paul, your story, no matter how broken or imperfect, can become a source of light and hope for others. Beloved chosen ones, are you letting your life reflect God's glory, or are you hiding your light out of fear or doubt? Declare today, I will let my light shine for God's glory. Your journey, beloved chosen ones, is not just about enduring trials or achieving personal growth. It is about inspiring others to rise, to hope, and to believe in the transformative power of God. Consider the Samaritan woman at the well. After her encounter with Jesus, she did not keep her revelation to herself. She shared her testimony, and her entire village came to believe. Like her, your light is not meant to be hidden but to lead others to the truth. Who in your life needs to see your light today? Who is waiting for your testimony to awaken their faith? Type, I will inspire others with my light, if you are ready to let your journey be a source of hope and transformation. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your light is not just for this moment. It is for generations to come. Imagine a torch passed from one hand to another, its flame igniting new fires along the way. This is the legacy you are called to create. Think of Abraham, whose faith created a legacy that spans millennia. His obedience, his trust in God's promises, became the foundation for countless generations of believers. Your life, too, carries the potential to create ripples of faith and transformation that extend far beyond your time on earth. Beloved chosen ones, what legacy of light are you building today? Type, I will create a legacy of faith, if you are ready to live a life that inspires others and glorifies God. Pause and reflect, beloved chosen ones. How has your journey of faith inspired others around you? What steps can you take today to let your light shine even brighter? Say this prayer with me. Lord, let my life be a testimony of your love and power. Use my journey to inspire others, to awaken hope, and to lead them to your truth. Help me to shine brightly, creating a legacy that glorifies you for generations to come. Type Amen if you are ready to live boldly as a light for others. The book of Revelation reminds us of a time when God's light will illuminate everything. The city does not need the sun or the moon to shine on it, for the glory of God gives it light, and the Lamb is its lamp. Your light, beloved chosen ones, is a reflection of this eternal promise. Every act of faith, every moment of courage, every word of encouragement is part of this eternal light. You may not see the full impact of your actions now, but trust that God is using you to bring His kingdom closer to earth. Declare today, I will shine with God's light, bringing hope to the world. I will create a legacy of faith that reflects God's glory. Beloved chosen ones, let us commit to living boldly. I will inspire others through my journey of faith. I will let my light shine brightly, even in the darkest moments. I will glorify God through my life, creating a legacy of hope and transformation. Subscribe to The Anointed on YouTube and join a community of believers dedicated to shining God's light in a world that desperately needs it. Share your testimony in the comments and let us know how God is working through you. Together, we will illuminate the world with His truth and love. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your light is a gift, a responsibility, and a testament to God's glory. As you let it shine boldly, you not only transform your own life but inspire countless others to rise, to believe, and to walk in their divine purpose. This is not the end of your journey but the beginning of a life lived with eternal impact. Go forth and shine, beloved chosen ones, for the world is waiting for your light. Type, yes, I will shine for eternity, if you are ready to live boldly as a reflection of God's glory. Together, let us glorify God and inspire others to walk in their calling. The best is yet to come. May God bless you abundantly, beloved believers, the chosen ones of God. The story we have shared is not just about trials, resilience, or freedom. It is about becoming a light that transforms the world. Your life, when lived with faith, integrity, and courage, is a beacon of hope for others. It inspires those around you to rise above their fears, to step into their purpose, and to believe in the power of God's love. This journey is not just about personal growth, but about creating ripples of transformation that extend far beyond your own life. Like the figures of faith in the Bible, Joseph, David, and Jesus, you are called to let your light shine boldly, even in the face of challenges. Your story, no matter how ordinary it seems, is part of God's extraordinary plan to illuminate the world. Beloved chosen ones, let me ask you, what part of your journey can inspire someone else today? Who in your life is waiting for your light to guide them? Declare with me, I will shine with God's light, inspiring hope and transformation. Type, yes, I am chosen to shine, if you are ready to embrace your calling and share your light with the world. If this message has touched your heart, I invite you to join us on the Anointed YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of a community of believers who are committed to living boldly, sharing their light, and inspiring others. Share your testimony in the comments and let us know how God is working in your life. Together, we will illuminate the world with His truth and love. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your light is a gift, a responsibility, and a reflection of God's glory. You are not called to hide it or diminish it, but to let it shine boldly, bringing hope, truth, and transformation to the world. As you go forth, remember this: you are chosen, you are loved, and you are called to inspire. Let your life be a testimony to the power of faith and courage. Go forth and shine, beloved chosen ones, for the world is waiting for your light. Type Amen if you are ready to live boldly, glorify God, and inspire others to walk in their divine calling. Subscribe to The Anointed now, and let us continue this journey of faith together. May God bless you abundantly as you shine for His glory.